Hey, what's up, YouTuber? It's MJS. I'm going to be doing my dungeon guide for the Great Gubal library on hard mode. I know I just recently did this one on the regular mode on my Dragoon, if I remember correctly. Should remember, I did it a couple days ago. Alright, so I'm just going to grab all the monsters and we're going to kick their butts. Out of all the tank classes, I prefer my warrior the most, but paladin has always held close to me as one of my top favorite classes to play. If you remember from one of my prior videos, I had said that I had some Final Fantasy XI experience and how I made an elf paladin when I had come back from my little vacay. So you know I had to have the paladin on this guy. And I like the damage mitigation as well playing as a paladin. I believe that, you know, it's a little harder to hit them. But that's what makes Warrior and Dark Knight so much more fun to play in my perspective, just mainly because you have to try your hardest to keep as much mitigation up as possible and to use all your abilities and utilize them as best as possible to keep yourself alive, which is always cool. And as I told you guys, that out of all the jobs or roles you can play, that I really enjoy tank. Tank is one of my favorites. I mean, I told you I love to blow stuff up with whatever type of class that can kick some serious demon booty. I like to get beat on. It's a sense of control, I think. I've always not been the most controlling person, but you know, I like to micromanage as much as possible. So, being able to keep all the monsters in check is always fun for me. Alright, here we go. Another demon door. Kind of like the last one, but not like any of the other ones because it's not even a door. It's a trick. Psych your mind. There'll be a bunch of purple stuff on the ground. You don't want to ever stand in any of it. That means there's going to be a book dropping in that area. There's an AoE. Usually get knocked back when the book falls. Any of the orange areas as well. When you see orange, that means there's going to be a book fall. When you cast Palo, it summons for the center book to drop. Never want to stand in orange as special attacks. I know I've done this dungeon on my machinist before, but I'm pretty sure that that video had no sound. You can see we did a little roar after Polo, and then a book drops. For this part here, there's going to be multiple books dropping, so this first set is about to go. I'm going to run here to avoid it. Polo, so book in the center. As you can see, I got hit by that book on the corner in the back of the room. It actually gave me a debuff for vulnerability damage. It's right before my stone skin. My first buff. No debuff rather, but it's in front of my buffs. And kick that guy's butt. Next boss. Here we come. Hope he's scared of my posse. Oh, I already have one of them? What? Follow me, guys. You're my bitch, too. Come on. For me, this one summons 3 ads over here. What I like to do is I kind of try to bring them back. The reason I do that is because you have the fire elementals and they are ranged. So if you can get far enough away from them, it'll help you position the monsters a little bit better. Playing as a tank, you have to position your mobs as best as possible. Oh man, no way. I'm pretty sure that I allowed the healer to die. That is a first in the whole time I've been playing this game. Would be embarrassing if I haven't been playing for so long. Because I didn't die, and that's all that matters. Sorry, healer. I have to wait now though, because my healer's dead. I guess I could always try to run in there with stone skin. Do it by myself. Where's my healer? Maybe if I wasn't horrible at playing a paladin. It's like the worst paladin ever. Oh man. Actually, normally you guys see me play the paladin. It's never usually this bad. I'll let him buff. Let me kneel before him. Oh, so funny. Come on, guys. I actually don't know how the healer died. I usually don't have issue with aggro, and I don't remember having it. But it should be alright now. So, being that the healer put this really cool bubble over here, this is where I want to stay. Because what the bubble does, it heals me if I stand in it. As you can see, the group makeup is we have a monk, we have a black mage, we have myself as a paladin tank, and we have a white mage healing. Up we go. Alright guys, so here we are, next boss. You know I like to focus my target. He does have frontal fist attack. This attack here that he's casting, it's AoE, as you see it hit everyone in the party. He targets 2 random players, he puts eruptions under their feet. As they run, the eruptions follow them around, so typically you don't want to stay stacked for that, especially if you have the eruptions, because what you do is you guys will continue to create eruptions from under you. Gonna do it. AoE again. Periodically gets a little bit stronger. He becomes stronger during the fight. He turns into this pillar of fire here. what he does is he adds polarity as well as the AoE that he does in human form. With your polarity, if you have the same polarity as the boss, you stay close to him. If it differs, if the opposite polarity, you want to distance yourself. See opposite polarities? Plus and negative. Come back out in hand form. In hand form, you don't want to have, as a tank, him facing anyone but yourself. He does a really nasty cleave as his normal attack, and that'll hit anyone in front of him. It's very deadly to anybody that isn't the tank. Also, he'll put markers on your head. If you have the blue one, you go to the blue space. If you have the red one, you go to the red one. If you don't, you take damage. Otherwise, you don't. Bye, bruh. Told you gonna get your butt spanked. I haven't watched my the last videos I did. I haven't checked the sound level, but I did lower the background music, so it should pick up my audio a little better. There were a couple instances in my last video that I was a little disappointed with the sound. I couldn't hear myself as good as I would have liked to have. Come on, froggies. Alright, so this guy wants me to pull everything. Let's do it. So you have all these caster guys, and this is going to be a run around. And we're just going to blow them up with the limit break. Yeah. So yeah, as you can tell, this is a gauntlet. We pulled 2 of the gauntlets and a set prior to getting to the gauntlets. So what happens is you have to kill all the ads that spawn before you can progress past the magic barrier there that's stopping us from getting more fat loot. So this one has 3 sets of ads, the first is 2 sets. Just a little mini boss. Another behemoth. You know how we love to kill these guys. Little AoE. What it does is every AoE brings down the vulnerability of your party. It stacks. So as you can see in front of my protect, which is my first buff, I have a number 1. That increases the damage that you take. It's the vulnerability plus buff, debuff. You don't want that at all. So just want to kind of kill this guy as quick as you can. And you don't want to send in any of those. That he targets 2 players, and he does it so if you're stacked, it's a higher chance that you're going to be stacked with another player. It'll increase the radius of the circles because you'll have multiple ones under you. Here we go, last boss. As much as I love owls, owls are like awesome animals. This adorable little owl about to get his butt kicked. Before I go in, let me prepare my battle stance. Let's go. Oh, the owl even hoots. That's actually the first time I've heard the owl hoot. So check out. What it does is it checks out some books. 4 books to be even. You don't want to stand where the books spawn. That you take damage from that. On the properties of this quake, so when he performs that, you want to stand on top where you're elevated. So what those do is they elevate you off the ground, and with doing so you don't take the damage from the quakes. There are going to be 2 different variations of that. You have the one with the quakes, and then you have one with wind. The wind, you want to stand on the black circular ones. This one to my left here, where everyone's standing. This is darkness 2. This is a group wide AoE. It'll hit everyone for maybe not very much damage. A little more than 10%. This tornado attack here that he is casting, what you want to do is you want to get into the black. The tornadoes obviously rotate in such a quick speed. With the slow in the void, it negates all the damage. This one right here turns you into a little cute, adorable. I have no idea what this thing is, but isn't it adorable? It's the coolest thing. So when you get these, you don't want to stand anyone, you're going to get a hit. So as you can see, there's a radius around you, so if there's others standing next to you when this happens, you're going to take additional damage from one another, so it's best to stay spread. There's going to be a behemoth that drops in the middle. He's just here to kind of scare you, because you killed his brother, you know, and he's like, oh, you know, he killed the little one. So what he does is he drops meteors on the ground. You want to obviously stay away from the polarity as far as you can, because the closer you are to the center of that, the more damage you take. What you want to do is, as you can see, the behemoth here is casting a meteor, and it's going to come down in 5 seconds. So what you want to do is you want to stand behind the rock. So when that happens, you do not die. Alright, so tornadoes. I'm gonna sprint because I'm pretty far away from it. I wasn't paying attention to where they were. As you can see, 0 damage. The party members, they were hit, and not only that, but they were thrown into the air because of the wind. So they took additional fall damage. And from the looks of it, they also have a debuff on them. So they're taking additional damage, or it may have been a vulnerability. So that was my dungeon guide to the Great Gubal library on hard mode. Hope you guys enjoyed, because I definitely did. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, you know what to do.